This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a Taco Tuesday. Hope you guys are enjoying one, a breakfast taco, a lunch taco, an evening taco. Let me know what you're having today. I have a lot of news for you guys. It's actually a little bit bonkers, and it includes the BIS, Nigeria versus Binance, Gary freaking Gensler, and a crypto wallet that actually is on the stock exchange now. So we have a lot to cover today. If you guys are ready for the zest, you're ready for the education, make sure you smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and share this out with friends so more people know what's going on here. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, and we are eagerly trying to hit that 16,500 subscribers here. We only have 8 more, and we're really trying to make it happen out here, so please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Call your mom, your cousin, your side chicks, whatever it may be. Have them subscribe to the channel. Also, shout out to Creighton for the $3.99 in the chat, the little cup of coffee emoji. Thank you. And I saw a fake rose in there, so thank you, Mr. Yee. Let's get into the good mornings. As you guys are checking out our 2 amazing sponsors, Cake Wallet and Market Cipher, use code ZESTY for 20% off. We have literally 38 more followers until 10,000 on TikTok, so please make sure you guys follow over there. Hi, K Prime. Hearts to you, K Prime. All right, who do we have? We have Francisco. Good morning, Mr. Yee, Mark Smithson, Randy, Emma. We have Hannah Hughes. Good morning. Joe Harvey. What's up, Joe Harvey? Nice to see ya. We have Mike Volmer, 4J, Smokey. Shout out to Chump Change and Pocket Change for the raid. Galaxy 9, Aquarian. David Bowles, Cray Cray, Misko, nice to see ya. We have Earl, good morning, Earl and Crimson on X. Scott Sheffield, good morning. Who else we got in here? Alien Black had a good birthday, which I liked hearing. We have Crimson, hello Crimson. Talking some Web3 gamery with one another. Gary Littlemore, James Kellogg is here. We got AB, Squeaky McGee. Oh boy. Scott R is in the chat as well. We have Alex Kaimana, good morning to you. Otto, good morning. True, more monkey business. John Connor, good morning, everyone. Freaking good morning. Chris, Gary, help us accumulate. He's a nice guy.
Hucksters, frauds.
Guys, we have a lot going on, right? Ferd on TikTok, good morning. Guys, we only have 30 around, based on you guys following right now, 35 more followers until we hit 10,000. Pamp it. Freaking pamp. Hello, Cheeks in the chat. I see you. Guys, we have a lot to cover. It's almost like I don't even know where to start. It really be crazy out there. Hi, we are in the chat. Nice to see you. All right. Again, make sure you guys are subscribing. We really want to get 8 more subscribers. We're fighting for our lives out here. Joe MC, good morning to you. Ozzy said hello from San Diego, California. Nice to see you all the way from across the country at NYSE. Start with some coffee. Yes, cheers to you. Cheers to you, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. All right. So let's make sure we pamp it in the chat. But I'm going to start off with some bullish news while everyone is still coming in here. I see people flowing in as we get another $4.99. That's so cute. And we're going to get after it. First, we have a crypto wallet that a lot of people know of and a lot of people are fans of, which includes Exodus. If you guys do not follow Exodus, I highly suggest that. Exodus is kind of a vibe. And I've known about them. We've been following each other for quite a long time, and this is their X page if you want to check it out, Exodus_IO, and they are a self-custody wallet. Now, I didn't know that a self-custody wallet could eventually create some sort of an IPO, but apparently there is something going on, and I'm going to tell you guys about it right now because I feel like this is something we really need to look into. So technically, the crypto wallet developer Exodus, not the wallet itself, got approval for an New York Stock Exchange American listing. I think this is really important, something to definitely pay attention to. Take a gander at this. There was an official tweet from JP, who has been on the Randi Hipper show. He is the CEO of Exodus. So if you guys do want to learn about JP, how he got started in crypto and everything of the sorts and what Exodus is, please go to the Randi Hipper show playlist and watch that interview. But he tweeted, big news, Exodus stock, and the ticker goes EXOD, starts trading on the New York Stock Exchange American this Thursday, May 9th. And this is a significant milestone that paves the way to creating long-term value for our investors by expanding our global shareholder base and boosting stock liquidity. I thought this was pretty freaking mind-blowing, in my opinion. The NYSE American, formerly known as the American Stock Exchange, Amex, caters to companies with smaller market caps compared to the New York Stock Exchange. They were already listed on OTCQX market. In the latest approval, we'll see Exodus' stock uplisted to the NYSE. They added that existing stockholders need not take any action prior to this listing. Exodus Movement, which was founded in 2015, develops self-custodial wallet services for Bitcoin, Ether, and other assets, which I think is pretty interesting that now the company's security tokens, EXOD tokens, are digital representations of Class A EXOD common shares that have been tokenized on Algo and managed on the Exodus wallet. They say they're the only company in the United States that has its common stock tokenized on the blockchain. Freaking Exodus, bro. This is insane. This is quite wild. Because now we're really merging TradFi and DeFi with this, because again, this is a self-custodial wallet developer that now has a digital representation of their common shares on the Algorand blockchain of all things that you could be managing on your own wallet. And we do have their listing on NYSE American. So this is huge. And could this eventually make its way to the toppity top, where people are talking about this stock all along the major news channels? I think this is really freaking dope, in my opinion. So shout out to Exodus for just doing things that matter out here and just changing the game, because I don't think any wallet or any wallet developer is really going to make themselves public to this extent. So this is pretty baller, in my opinion. And yes, Exodus is a hot wallet. So pretty great partnerships they have going on. A lot of great uses for the wallet. They have a lot of chains on there too. They're very chain inclusive. What should I be listening to on X? Go to YouTube, Max. YouTube.com/missteencrypto. All right, and now we have a lot of FUD that's going to come in. So we had some sprinkle of cool, zesty news, and now we're going to get pretty spicy. I'm not going to lie, this is going to be a very spicy show, so we're going to get into the spice. Again, you have to make sure you're smashing the likes, sharing this out with friends, and we're going to give a Piano Matty B before things get crazy.
Oh, baby.
I know, Grady.
Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video?
All right. Yeah, we're going to get into it. So first, what do we have going on? CFTC's Behnam is warning that the crypto industry could have more enforcement actions coming, because we do know about Robinhood and all the things that are coming out of that. We see within this article that the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC chair, Rostin Behnam, said, "We find ourselves with a growing market, growing capital and investments, growing market cap, and I think a renewed interest by a lot of entrepreneurs. From my standpoint as a regulator, we're going to probably see in the next 6 to 18 months or 6 to 24 months, another cycle of enforcement actions." And obviously, we see that there's a lot of regulation that has to be passed, like stablecoin legislation, which again, I'm not really a fan of. We have Robinhood Wells notice, and this is a great point, too, from Representative French Hill, that said, "We have two agencies that contradict each other about one of the most utilized stablecoins in the market, if it's a security or a commodity, and then we end up with uncertainty." There's been many times where the SEC and the CFTC have not aligned, whether that's ETH being a commodity and a security, when the SEC doesn't even agree with themselves on that point. And then you have when Binance was being attacked, Binance USD, where Paxos was getting basically a letter, a Wells notice, saying that, man, you shouldn't be minting this anymore. So Binance USD, the third largest stable coin, got completely freaking wiped out And then Paxos was able to still issue their own stablecoin. They were allowed to issue PayPal stablecoin. And the CFTC was like, no, Binance's stablecoin is a commodity. But other agencies were like, no, it's a security. So now one agency agrees with each other. And again, that brings us that uncertainty. It brings us that confusion that obviously I think they want us to have, because if we have regulation, if we have clarity, that means the space can move forward in one way or another. At the same time, do they want the space to move forward? No. And this is where it brings us to Robinhood. Now, Robinhood got a Wells notice, which is basically a letter of intent to sue them over crypto securities. Why is Robinhood being sought after when their whole platform is listing securities? One, and two, there is no regulation. How can companies register? What is a digital asset security in the United States? Oh, wait. No answers there. Now, apparently, people are rooting for Robinhood. Basically, I guess we have to in this case, even though sometimes we're a little sussy of Robinhood. But they're saying Robinhood is most likely to win this case against the SEC if it moves forward. This is part of a KBW research report, and they note that Robinhood only offers 15 cryptocurrencies on its platform, while some of its peers offer more than 200. We expect no change to Hood's current U.S. crypto operations or asset listings, and expect the SEC to bring forward a suit within the coming months. Our preliminary view is that Hood would likely fight the SEC in court and has a higher likelihood to prevail than most U.S. competitors, given their stricter listing standards. True. And again, they're probably not going to have a full outcome until maybe 2025, which in my opinion, is that a little bit crazy? Absolutely. But this is TradFi and this is the way it works. Robinhood stock, aka Hood, is $17.97 on this news. Going up the past few days, not really feeling affected by any of this because, again, they only have 15 cryptocurrencies on their platform. It's not a lot, and they wouldn't have been able to really list them and have them on their platform for this long if there was really an issue. So to that, I say, FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt spreading throughout the land. And speaking of the land, we have a lot of land to cover with Gary Gensler because, according to Gary Gensler, he says that crypto securities are out here. Most of crypto is not compliant and does not go with the law of the land. What law of the land is there, Gary Gensler? There is no law of the land. Not one law, not one piece of legislation or regulation to give clarity to this space. He was on CNBC this morning. Absolutely wild what he was saying. And we're just going to watch the interview. We're going to react. We're going to see what we feel about it. Right, Rippin? Thank you for all the love over there.
One of the things I wanted to ask you is, when you look at the headlines today around what the SEC is doing and what your priorities are, it's hard to tell how much of your focus today is on the stock market writ large versus the world of crypto and trying to figure out the future of Ethereum and other things. How do you see it?
Well, I see it this way. We oversee a $110 trillion capital market. About half of that's the stock market. Half, as you might know, is the bond markets and other markets. Crypto is a small piece of our overall markets, and but it's an outsized piece of the scams and frauds and problems in our markets.
What about TD Bank not following AML measures? Providing criminals with the appropriate tools to traffic drugs and do whatever they want to do. What about the banking executives that aren't compliant? What about all these other people in TradFi that aren't compliant? Isn't this a little bit weird? Isn't it also a little bit weird that crypto is such a small portion of the market, yet you focus on it so much?
Because without prejudging any one token, much of this field is non-compliant with the protections of our securities laws. And so thus, you end up with like an outsized ratio of journalist questions and crypto journalists to market cap.
But is that a function also of the fact that that's where your attention is too?
No, it's a function of where your attention is. Think about it. I've been on your show, what, a dozen times? And every show you ask about crypto. And my guessing is this will be a majority crypto interview, while the capital markets are 110 trillion. So it's also about where the financial media is focused.
Obviously, the financial media would be focused on other things like TD Bank, over $450 million they're going to have to pay for AML non-compliance. Yet that's not making headlines. Isn't it a little odd that it's so manipulated, all these headlines, just to fit Gary Gensler's narrative and spread fear throughout the market and rumors? Bitcoin's a bigger player. Crypto's a bigger player than he's letting on, because he's like, oh, every interview is just about crypto. It's because you're coming after an industry that's completely transparent and compliant, yet you say it's not because you're not compliant with your own job, which is to give out regulation and give clarity to people to come and register with you. You haven't done your job whatsoever. So how can people not comply if there is no way to comply?
Well, I want to ask you actually about a whole bunch of things in the classic stock market.
I'm looking forward to it.
But let me ask you this. Vlad Tan of Robinhood, you delivered a Wells notice to them. I know that you're not going to want to speak directly to them, but I do want to read you, because what's interesting is literally just yesterday he put out a statement effectively attacking you and the SEC. Brian Armstrong from Coinbase said effectively, welcome to the club. I mean, all of this goes on to Twitter.
So that the listeners, the American public, can understand, we have a really important responsibility as being a cop on the beat and ensuring that people that are asking you to put your money in to buy or sell securities are following the law, so you get disclosures, that you get certain protections. And we have live in-court litigation with at least one of those companies, Coinbase, in front of judges at this point in time.
What is the state of play, though, with Robinhood, to the extent that you can discuss it? And for those investors out there who are watching this morning who might have money at Robinhood, what are they supposed to think about these news reports?
Look, I can't speak to any one company, but stepping back from it, the field of crypto assets, without prejudging any one of them, many of those tokens are securities under the law of the land.
Under the law of the land? Under the law of the land, aren't you supposed to be transparent in your efforts of what you're doing? It seems as though you'll find out later in this interview that he's really not as transparent as he says, and that, again, where is the regulation? Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Like, especially right here.
Without prejudging any one.
How can you say you're not prejudging any one asset, but you've listed many in your Wells notices, in your lawsuits, in crypto exchanges? Oh, this one's a security, that's a security, this is a security. You've already singled out multiple cryptocurrencies. So how can you not speak to one? How can you not speak to one case, but you're able to open up cases against Kraken, send Wells notice? Obviously, you could speak to those individual companies because you sent them Wells notices. You had enough evidence there. Oh, but now you can't speak to them because you're on an interview exclusively with Andrew Sorkin. Oh, you both were tied to Goldman Sachs. That's so cute. The Goldman boys got to hang out. The Golden boys.
Land as interpreted by the U.S. Supreme Court. So we follow that law. And you, the investors, are not getting the required or needed disclosures about those assets. And so, like, this is earnings seasons right now, Andrew. Everybody's asking about what's the earnings release and how many companies are beating earnings or falling behind and so forth. Where is the disclosures from these crypto tokens similar to these season earnings releases?
Well,
Hold the actual up. Hold up. You're telling me you want Bitcoin to report the quarter earnings and it's earnings seasons. Let's have all these coins and tokens report their earnings. There is no CEO of Bitcoin. There's no CEO of Ethereum. There's no CEO of Litecoin. There's no CEO of Solana, which is kind of a little bit debatable. Guys, there is no CEO of these tokens, of these coins. So how can you say that these tokens or these coins are not reporting their earnings? It's not possible. It's not the same thing. And he knows it's not the same thing, but he throws things out there to confuse people. All the people that don't know what crypto is, oh, wait, they can report their earnings and they're not? They're not companies. It's pieces of code and technology. Oh, my actual.
Oh, my God.
Let me ask you this. Ultimately, and I think this is the big question in crypto land right now. Is Ethereum a commodity or is Ethereum a security? And therefore, will there one day be an ETF? That's the fundamental question on the table in crypto land. You agree?
Oh, you're the one that's out there asking the questions. All I would say is, to me, the fundamental question is how do we ensure that the American investor is protected? And right now, they're not getting the required or needed disclosures. And the intermediaries in the center of this rather centralized market generally are conflicted and doing things we would never allow the New York Stock Exchange to do. The New York
Highly centralized market. Let me ask you, Sir Gary, what's more centralized? You and your banks and their networks? The stock market? That's centralized because you know what happens when things get a little bit too volatile? They halt stocks.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh boy.
I love drum comms, especially I with Kat Hepburn, like the African Queen, on Golden Pond, and the Philadelphia Story. So funny. Dude thinks Schindler's List is a rom-com. Suck it, Gensler. Fraudster.
Yeah, see, that end part was really on point there. Because, yeah, I don't understand. How do you say all of these things? I just, like, this last part just freaking gets me, bro.
generally are conflicted and doing things we would never allow the New York Stock Exchange to do.
What are people doing that the stock exchange is not? That banks are not? People were allowing staking, right? Earning yield. You were used to earn interest on your money if you kept it in the bank. Now you don't. Some people, if you're rich, you do. But not everyone else. So everything that crypto exchanges are doing are actually a lot less than what banks and stock exchanges are allowed to do. Stock exchange is completely centralized. If you have a stock that's going bananas, what happens? Oh, they halt it because the hedge funds are going to get hurt. And they want the rich people to get less rich because they obviously are the ones that prop up this whole market. So what's more centralized? Stocks? Or crypto that's 24/7 trading, peer-to-peer trading, and actually something that people can own. Not stocks, not any of this absolute garbage that he's touting right now. And he knows that he's just trying to confuse people with, once again, that do not understand this space. He's a manipulator. This is manipulation. This is propaganda.
To do. The New York Stock Exchange is not allowed to trade against the investors.
Okay, but let me ask you about this. You've seen the consensus lawsuit.
Also, what kind of proof was there that any crypto exchange was trading against investors? Not one. Was there insider trading at some exchanges? Yes. But is there insider trading within our government, within the stock exchange? Yes. So stop with the double standards already.
And I know you have a Wells notice with them as well. This is with them as well. This
trade against the investors.
Okay, but let me ask you about this. You've seen the consensus lawsuit, and I know you have a Wells notice with them as well. This is Patrick Henry saying the following, and I want you to respond to it. Just months after a federal judge sanctioned SEC enforcement lawyers for lying in court, new evidence shows that Chair Gary Gensler himself misled Congress. The testimony to the Financial Services Committee last April, Chair Gensler refused to answer questions about the SEC's classification of Ether, and new court filings show this was an intentional attempt to misrepresent the Commission's position.
We speak to Congress directly in hearings like that and also directly to members, and we share with them accurately what we're doing so that the viewers can also understand we don't speak about whether we have an investigation or whether we don't have an investigation, and we don't speak about whether somebody is, in our opinion, not following the law. And
this man just lies. This is nasty. I feel kind of gross. I feel like I need a whole shower. After watching this, I need a shower. Gary, you're saying that you're not talking about if you have cases open in investigations against somebody? Isn't that funny? Because earlier in the interview, you literally said that you have an ongoing case with Coinbase. That you said that crypto assets are securities, but and couldn't speak to one, but you listed many in your lawsuits. You're a hypocrite. You're a liar, bro. Like, this is the definition of being a liar. This is so embarrassing. I feel nasty. I feel gross watching this.
Unless we actually bring a case. So we stay quiet on many questions that you might ask at this live interview or even
but ultimately, should investors,
a congressional hearing.
There's a lot of folks who bought Ethereum expecting that one day there will be potentially an ETF and that it will be considered a genuine security that's tradable on these exchanges. Will that happen?
Again, that's something in front of our commission right now. We're a 5-member commission, and those filings will take up at the appropriate time.
Is that something from a timing perspective, though? This is an election year. This administration may be the administration come next year. It may not be the administration. How does that impact the work you're doing?
I'm just focused on how we can do the most for 330 million Americans, what we can do to drive efficiency, resiliency, competition in the equity markets, the treasury markets, the fixed income markets, and yes, also addressing some of the activity in the crypto markets where actors are not uniformly following the law. They just, there's a lot of people have lost their hard-earned funds in the field that you seem to be so fascinated with.
I'm going to go to
Bruh. 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 Bruh.
What did I just watch? This man just lies and lies and lies. Oh, no one's compliant. Oh, all these bad actors. Look in the mirror, Gary. 2 Goldman boys duking it out. What is he going to focus on going into the election year? Oh, just focusing on all the Americans that need our help. We're the government, and we're here to help you. Are you kidding me? What have you done except ruin people's lives? Binance, you wrecked them. All the people that worked at Binance US that they had to fire most of their staff to stay open and operating. Are you paying their salaries? All those people that have to feed their family, are you feeding them after you freaking messed up this whole business? Everyone from Library, a decentralized YouTube, which obviously they're going to target because of free speech. When they wiped out that company, did they pay anyone's salaries that they were going to miss that money because you shut down that company and took all their liquidity away from the lawsuits? No. People that got fired from all of these crypto projects because they couldn't operate anymore because you decided to come after them for no apparent reason? What about Qcoin? Oh, ETH is a security, so you're going to make them shut down their operations in the U.S., make them pay millions of dollars. Are you paying them back when you finally declare ETH a commodity and an ETH ETF comes out? Are they ever going to be held responsible for the amount of lives that they ruined and that they're going to continue to ruin because they're on a complete tyrannical raid right now? This is embarrassing. This isn't America. This is supposed to be about freedom, independence, doing what you want to do with your money. But Gary Gensler, oh, you're just so interested in this, Andrew. Oh, you're just asking me all these questions that I just have to answer. Gary, you're a complete weenie, a liar.
Hucksters,
fraudster, a scam artist, Ponzi schemer that defends the banks because you worked for them, defends MIT and all of their weird CBDC projects because you worked for them. Bitcoin, Litecoin, ETH, Bitcoin Cash, all a commodity and not a security, Gary Gensler says in 2018, 2019. But all of a sudden, now it's not. Maybe things are changing in Gary Gensler's little mind. It's a 5-member commission, Gary. How much conversation are you going to have? It must not be that confusing if there's only 5 of you. This is the plan. This is fun. This is theater. This is the theater I talk about. It happens every bull market, except that this is on a different scale now where we have institutions. We have big players in this space. And we also have an economic collapse. At least 5 banks failed last year. We already have one that we know of that failed. And apparently behind the scenes, there are 3 other banks that have failed, but the media isn't telling people who it was and why they failed. These banks are insolvent. They're lying to you. If you go to the banks, they have no reserves. There is no cash. The ultimate plan, and I'll tell you again, is to try to wipe out cryptocurrency to the best of their ability until they release the digital dollar, until they have a plan for their CBDC. That is the plan. It's always been the plan. And they want their dollar to be the stable coin. They don't want Circle. They don't want Tether. They don't want any other players like Binance USD, which is why they took them out. This is so sad. And this is why we have to stand up for Bitcoin. We have to stand up for stables. We have to stand up for technology and code as it is, because people are getting absolutely wrecked in court. Tornado Cash, Samurai Wallet, out of all the money put together that they say they illegally mixed, they just created technology. But let's not compare that to the $2 trillion, 2 to 5% of the global GDP that gets laundered every year for drugs, people, and all this illicit financing that these people in power are in charge of most of the time, that the banks are in charge of most of the time. I am absolutely sick of it. And I hope that we get a new administration that's better, that's completely done with all this outrageous, tyrannical behavior that this current administration is putting us through. Because this administration does not care about crypto. They don't care about people making money. Because if they did, they would allow Bitcoin. They would allow cryptocurrency. They would let this economy prosper. But that's not their priority. Their priority is their own pockets. It's always been their own pockets. If you ever thought it was ever about America, you are so dead wrong. I am sorry to break it to you. I cannot tell you how upset I am watching this and how crazy it is to watch this man spew complete and utter lies on TV because his boy from Goldman Sachs was able to interview him this morning. Because if the other anchor that's usually on in the morning got his hands on Gary, it would have been a completely different interview. Let's not talk about how crypto illicit financing is less than 1% of global illicit financing. Let's look at the other 99%. I need water. I'm pissed.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
More coffee. It will help calm you down.
Oh, yes,
Smiley
cray
face.
cray.
Left,
Oh, yes.
right arrow.
Shout out to njweb.solutions for becoming a member of the Zesty fam as well. Welcome. Gary Gensler is the most sus person I've ever seen in my life. He sits there, he laughs, he knows he's a paid actor, bro. That's the definition of a paid actor. Ridiculous. I do have another water, so don't get worried, everyone. I was like, get another water. I got one, don't worry. I'm frustrated. I'm freaking frustrated. We're going to go on. Rippin, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate it. Market Cipher, much love to you in the chat. Let's move on as Bitcoin is trying to tackle 64K this morning because we're going to keep going with the CBDC absolute wreckage that is coming up. And I'm so sick, bro. I'm nauseous. Why? Because I look at the Bank for International Settlements. Who is the Bank for International Settlements? For those of you that do not know, maybe new to the channel, the Bank for International Settlements, aka the BIS, is a group of unelected bureaucrat central bankers that like to meet up with each other from Hong Kong to Singapore to France, the whole ECB, the United States, Chirpow. All of these people like to go meet up and control literally 95% of the global economy. And they're in charge of all these CBDC pilot projects that have been going on as back as 2017 and maybe even before then. Now what's going to happen now, because we'll get into it. But the BIS is live right now on YouTube, on their website right now, promoting their little Navigating Rapid Innovation Summit. This is so nasty. I can't even tell you. We're going to go into why we're talking about the BIS. They're having their little innovation summit right now. And there is a president of a bank that said that central banks have to revise their business model to embrace CBDCs. Why? Because obviously they know that fiat currency is failing and that they need a way to pick this on up. Bloomberg reported that this guy right here, people from the central banks of Germany, France, Italy are speaking at the BIS summit. And one of these bank presidents, Joachim Nagel, said, if you would have asked me 20 years ago if the central bank business model were destroyable or not, I would have said no. Based on this, the current situations, he says, now I'm not sure anymore. And the reason is why we're sitting here. We need to work on our business model, and DLT is just a means, an instrument that we could use to help us get to that point. He's a European Central Bank Governing Council member that was speaking on this panel about CBDCs. He says, again, that DLT, which if you guys don't know what that is, that's distributed ledger technology. That is what Bitcoin uses. All the transparency, all the transactions, that's on the blockchain. In the economic report of the president from last year, they were saying central bank money is not real money because it doesn't come from the central banks themselves, and that central bank digital currencies aren't required to have distributed ledger technology, meaning that they don't have to have transparency. That is exactly what these people are saying here as well. I told you, all of these countries, the United States, we're not supposed to be politically aligned with Hong Kong, with the ECB and all of these people, but apparently we are when it comes down to what? The money. And this is proof of that all these central bankers are like, we don't need DLT because they don't want transparency. They want private ledgers. They want to run nodes so that if they don't like you, they don't like what you're doing, you won't be able to transact or have any control over your life. He has, of course, the Digital Euro project. He said that it's a necessity to really get there on the Digital Euro and that they need to speed up on all of this. And he goes to continue to say that they have to be geared to the 21st century to ensure that the central bank maintains its fundamental role, and the role is not to be the dominant means of payment, but a stability anchor for the financial system. From who said that? The Bank of France chief. This is why I believe that sooner or later we need a CBDC for wholesale as well as for retail purposes. There you go. Everything that we have been talking about for years on this show always aligns, because what do we know? That the president of the ECB, Christine Lagarde, always said that they need to maintain their status as an anchor in the monetary system. Why? Because we're going to go into economic demise because if we don't have them, oh, what are we going to do without them? Oh my gosh, no way. No, like, I need to show this to you guys because it's absolutely wild. I don't know if I can find the video right now, but what was she saying? That we have to be with the central banks because they're the monetary anchor in our system. This is wild. Absolutely nuts to me. And again, we're going and we're scrolling. What's happening? CBDCs. Okay, we know CBDCs are happening, but again, they don't want distributed ledger technology. They don't want transparency. They tweeted the BIS that there are some highlights. More than 90% of central banks are exploring CBDCs. The motivations and drivers of working on retail and wholesale CBDCs may vary with the sharp rise in wholesale CBDC experiments. And the likelihood for central banks to issue a CBDC within the next 6 years is higher for wholesale than for retail. Does this really tell you anything? No. What it tells you, though, is that they are working on wholesale, they are working on retail, and that their timelines really don't matter. You could throw that out the window because retail CBDCs, the wholesale CBDCs, they're already done. They're ready for you, except is the central bank really going to tell you? No. And then you have this freaking dork out here that's saying, to create a coherent version of the future financial system, we will have to supplement cutting-edge tech with an efficient and an efficient economic and financial architecture and robust governance and regulatory arrangements. You are telling me, sir, when's the last time you took a walk outside, buddy? When is the last time you talked to anyone that was a real person other than the rich people that you're always associated with, Augustine? This is mind-blowing that this man is telling us and the whole world what to do, that man is going to give us carbon credits and tell us how much meat we can buy and how much food we can buy. What if we told him that? You could scroll up, see all the people that are coming to this thing, the chairman for the Swiss National Bank, the head of BIS Innovation Hub for Singapore. Oh, wait, who's next? Hong effing Kong.
China.
You see the type of people that are there? Oh, they're not supposed to politically align. We don't like Hong Kong. We don't like Switzerland. Oh, they all politically align when it comes down to the money. It's all about the freaking dinero out here. And again, you want to go view it? Go ahead, guys. It's a 3 freaking day conference. You could join the live stream and listen to what these crazy, wild people are telling you their future plans are for everyone else in the world except for them. They get to sit there, oh, nice, fly in your private jet, and then go tell us that we need a social credit score, we need a CBDC. But are you going to have a CBDC? Are you going to follow all these rules? Oh, look at this. Catherine freaking Gu.
Started, particularly on the blockchain side. We started with the crypto, which is very much a bottom-up kind of movement, grassroots movement. And then comes the CBDC, which is clearly top-down. And I think clearly in this part of the work, it wouldn't have been achieved successfully without the leadership of BIS, of many central banks on that stage. And where we're at today is really, if I look at tokenization, that's really kind of the convergence of the two, because clearly we're leveraging a lot of the technology stack, but with the help of the financial institutions and central banks to support us doing that. So I do think we have come a long way. And of course, having gone through this journey and working with many central banks, they all have very different personalities, I suppose. And I think some of the really important thing, Bob, you mentioned as well, it does come to incentives, right? It's all about the incentive mechanism design. And I think from the private sector, the thing we think about every single time when there's a project, an RFP, is about what is my return on investment. It's really as straightforward as that, because resources are finite. We can't, engage in all the different central bank pilots across the world. It would be a lot better if we can understand, what are the clear objectives that could be coming out of it. It doesn't necessarily have to be a product, but, we can measure that in terms of impacts it can have, what's that future trajectory could look like down the road.
Who is this woman? This is Catherine freaking Gu. She is the head of CBDCs at Visa, and she is the one working with Consensus, the parent company of MetaMask, to create account abstraction and essentially ruin your life. What is account abstraction? Basically, what Visa and MasterCard want you to do is give your private keys to your wallet to them. So that way they can do automated transactions. Oh, yay! Oh, account recovery, which means you're not being your own bank anymore. Do not fall into this woman's trap. She is evil. All these people are evil at this freaking conference because what is their agenda? CBDCs. And if you thought I was Delulu, you thought I was insane. No, this woman is the head of CBDCs at Visa. She's talking about tokenization. It's all a trap. The payment processors, the central banks, they all work together to take us out. Oh, how embarrassing. This is nuts. And you know what? Not one channel that you watch today will show you this because no one's really watching. But we are. We are. This is what the BIS is doing. This is what they all do. They fly on their private jets. They go to these conferences. They talk so much smack to each other. Oh, you're so great. You're so great. We're going to control the world. Oh, let's freaking go. Absolutely amazing. What great people they are. What great people they are. The globalists right here. Oh, wow. That's it. We're exposing the truth, man. Exposing the truth big time. Guys, we need 25 more likes for 150. Let's pump this up. Because we need people to know this valuable information. Not one person will show this to you but me. Unless someone else watches this show first and does it later. It's okay. Now, again, they always want to cut these people. It's always about their money. And this is, again, you can look at their agenda, what they've been talking about, the Swiss National Bank's pilot for a wholesale CBDC, Onyx by JP Morgan, guys, because, again, you guys know that JP Morgan has their own blockchain. They're going to be there as well. Guys, the Federal Reserve Bank of New York is going to be there. And what have they been doing? They did a CBDC pilot program in New York, the New York Federal Reserve. So, again, where did you hear that? On this channel. I'm telling you, every dot connects. You just have to pay attention. And you don't even have to go too deep in the research because, one, I'm doing it for you, and two, it's everything. Every single thing is in front of your face. Everything. All of this, again, is on the bis.org/events, and you'll find their Innovation Summit. Or just Google it or watch it on YouTube because this is all ridiculous to me. Absolutely ridiculous. You see by my hair, it's stressing me out. Now, I got to move past the BIS because I can't even look at these people. They're, like, I despise every single one of them. Very scary individuals to look at. And their energy is just protruding negatively through this stream, and we're not about the negative energy. Yeah, innovation, right? Black Hat was such innovation. Innovation, my... Thank you for the let 'em cook emojis. That's very cute, culpable. Yeah, I can't believe I can't believe I'm the one reporting on all this news. The mainstream media will never tell you. All the other channels will not tell you. Now, let's go and scoot over to Nigeria and Binance because, of course, this is what the thumbnail is over. This country bans crypto trading. Oh, boy. Guys, again, this is absolutely hilarious because, again, it stems from the SEC in Nigeria coming after Binance. We're going to get into that in just a moment. But apparently, Nigeria is saying they're going to ban peer-to-peer crypto trading in the Naira, which... absolutely hilarious. Obviously, they cannot ban peer-to-peer crypto trading. The only way they could really do that is if they could take out an intermediary, which, again, is not really peer-to-peer if there is somewhat of an intermediary involved. And, of course, again, it's decentralized technology. They can't do that. It's an utter delusion. This is FUD. But it also connects to Binance and that Nigerian officials are proposing a secret crypto payment. And this is crazy because it really shows you the corruption that goes on with Nigeria and what they're doing to poor Tigran. This guy's a U.S. citizen. Where is the U.S. embassy? Where is the United States to be like, this is our citizen that did federal work protecting the public, literally fought financial crimes for the government, went to go work at Binance, had to go to the Nigerian government for a meeting. It got held hostage, and now they're trying to throw this man in jail. Where's the United States? Where's our government to say this person worked for us, they're a good actor, and to give them back? Oh, wait, because crypto doesn't politically align because you have absolutely crazy individuals like Gary Gensler out here that are talking smack on crypto because obviously it's not part of their agenda. It's absolutely sickening that we have to listen to Richard Tang, the Binance CEO, plead with the public to gain some public support to help this man escape from Nigeria. Why is this allowed to happen? And were the Nigerian government officials trying to bribe Binance to let this all go away? They're saying that Tigran has been held by the government for more than 70 days, and they had to invite a company's mid-level employees for collaborative policy meetings only to detain them and set a dangerous new precedent for all companies worldwide. Because now companies have to think about if they go and send their actors, I guess, or workers or associates. Oh, freaking poop. See, this is how spicy it's getting, bro, that my earbuds are falling out. it's now showing the world that if you show up to a country and you're going to have just a meeting, that they literally might not let you leave. And again, Tigran devoted his professional life to fighting financial crimes. He joined Binance after working for the IRS as a special agent to continue the work he started. He wanted to uphold market integrity. Now, again, they give a little bit of a timeline here where they're talking about licensing projects, all this stuff that obviously we're not going to read all of it because it's very long. They try to go back and forth with the Nigerian SEC. Obviously, they never answered them. And here we have 2024 that there was a rescheduled hearing and that Tigran and several other members of the team traveled to Nigeria to participate in the other meetings that they had there. On January 5th, Binance employees met with NFIU to discuss information sharing as well as capacity building. They agreed the next step was to share a memorandum of understanding, setting out proposed terms and conditions. Fast forward again, all of these things that Binance needs all of this. All of these segments must be official. Scrolly, freaking scroll. And you go and find where they were talking about the pivotal role they play, all of these peer-to-peer markets, that they're saying that Binance was responsible for literally the deterioration of the Naira, which again is not true. And they're saying that there was a hostile approach when Tigran was in this whole situation in Nigeria, saying the leader of the group took a hostile approach. He said issues involving Binance were a national security measure and said to delist the Naira from Binance, provide granular level details on all their users, and provide financial tax compliance information. Now, obviously, Tigran and Nadeem, both the Binance executives, were under detention. Weird, right? That we saw aggressive behavior marked towards Tigran and Nadeem, where they were accused personally of holding responsibility for the state of the Naira and overall economy and allegations of terrorist financing and money laundering. How is that possible? How is that possible, right? Now, on this day, which again, February 28th, the EFCC leader met with Tigran and they became close and broke down emotionally to him, saying that he apologized and it was his wrongdoing as he had given Tigran and Nadeem his word that everything would be okay and that this meeting was just supposed to be a friendly one. What happened was that these people showed up, did this meeting, they got escorted back to their hotel, and the Nigerian government said, you come with us, and their phones were taken from them. They had no access to any of their things. So they understood right there that they were in trouble. Then again, where are the embassies? They noted that their respective embassies, like the U.S., were notified, and that one note further stated, we understand from our employees with you yesterday, our main concern is the listing of the Naira as a tradable asset, all of these things. Did the U.S. or U.K. embassy ever help them? No. Not at all. And what the news is that apparently there was a little deal that they wanted to break here. And I'm trying to find the exact quote here of where it was. Where is it? Oh, poop. Oh, I'm so frustrated. Where is it? Okay, yeah. So I'll find it right here. It's in this article. So basically, they said counsel reported back that he had been presented, Tigran, with a demand for a significant payment in cryptocurrency to be paid in secret, again, within 48 hours to make sure these issues go away and that our decision was expected by the morning. So they wanted Binance to pay them, the Nigerian government, to let this all go away. Isn't that wild that the Nigerian government just wanted some cash? Because again, isn't that what it's all about? Getting some cash, putting it in their pockets, and then everything goes away. This is classic corruption. And Richard Tang, the CEO of Binance, is correct in trying to make an effort in getting their executives back because they're being held against their will and they have no charges that should be rightfully brought against them. This was hostile AF. There was no legal basis There was no hospitality given by the Nigerian government. This was just wild corruption. And did the United States do anything to defend them? No. Did the UK do anything to defend them? No. And that's wrong. That is wrong. It shows how bad our country is, that we are not defending our citizens that are being held against their will, that we're federal agents for the IRS. Anyone is disposable, right? So I'm just letting you guys know about that. And I know, friends, very, very intense news today. Very, very intense news. And I feel so bad for this Nigerian, situation. I hope these Binance executives get out. Horrible, horrible. Right, Mo? Thank you, Rippin, for the chilies. Guys, please make sure you're smashing the likes, sharing this stream out with friends. We literally have one more subscriber until we hit our goal of 16,500. So please pam. Pump it up. You got to pump it up. I know I went off today. I'm going to kind of scurry. We're going to scurry over to the market recap. And again, we have a mix of things going on here. Render's up today. We have a few things going on. If you guys have chart requests, I'll do my best to get to them. We're going to go to Bitcoin right now. Where's Bitcoins? Okay. So Bitcoin this morning is $63,387. Crazy stuff going on right now, 0.38%. We're kind of still consolidating right here. Bullishly, again, we really want to tackle the 63.7. We have that green dot that's pushing that momentum up. We're hoping to break that zero line. Money flow is meh. BWAP, freaking sliding away from us right now. Also, the RSI just really chopping it up at the bit right now, trying to break through that neutral. Hopefully that does happen. We're really trying to break the 64K. There's a mass amount of selling pressure at 64K. Seems like Bitcoin just hits 64K and rejects it quite quick, right? Quite quick. So we'll see what happens there. But that's Bitcoin for right now. Really not much has changed. And this is what happens when you have all of the craziness that is cryptocurrency, but also it shows how great Bitcoin is to be able to hold where we have been, especially above 60K. And maybe we have a little bit below 60K, but not by much. And so we've been holding really, really well. I'm really happy with what Bitcoin has done. They taught us so much advanced stuff that not even the government knows that they're teaching in the USA. Yeah, crazy, bro. Crazy. So then we even have Ethereum this morning that is trying to hold 3,000. We're $3,066 at the moment, 0.13% in the green, but we do have a fresh red dot printing on the market. Cipher is pulling that momentum down quite sharply. Money flow as well as the VWAP. And we have the RS freaking I that's chopping it up in technically bearish territory, trying to aim a little bit bullish, but we need more momentum. Ideally, let's hold $3,000. Of course, bearish 2770. Bullish, we really want to hit 3230. We tried yesterday, didn't quite get there. And then we have Litecoin, the freaking right coin. Everybody. Person loves Litecoin. You got to pump it up. The Litecoin Summit is July 24th to the 25th in Nashville, Tennessee. Tickets are only $84. I really hope that y'all pop out and hang out with us and bring your cowboy boots and stuff. I want to see them. We do have $81.97 Litecoin, 1.5% in the green, so she is leading the market. Momentum is pulled up by that green dot. Money flow is back in the green. A little bit of curvature on that, though, which I don't enjoy. Hoping the VWAP really picks up. She's a little flat right now. And then the RSI chopping it up, but aiming bullish, so there is hope there. Again, bearish level to watch is at $76.85 at that 200-day SMA. So we obviously don't want to come close to that. And bullishly, we're trying to tap that $85. Dogecoin this morning. Dogecoin is over 15.5 cents. Green dot pulling that momentum up, peaking over that zero line ever so slightly. Red money flow, it's not great. That VWAP isn't looking too snazzy either. And then we have the RSI that's just hanging around neutral. It was a really nice push over neutral going bullish, but it seems like we're slipping right now. I hope that we don't, and we remain neutral and go bullish. 14 cents is to watch, bullish 17.5. If y'all have some questions or chartery, then I will do some for you. Hi, Pop Monkey. Nice to see you. Cowboy boots are for tourists. What? I want all the boots. Yak said you were just talking about Litecoin when I joined 3 minutes ago. Was I?
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Emma is down and needs a song. It's a hard knock life. 4.99 for the win.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Do-do-do-do. Stupid. Let's see. Who's in this chat? Echo Moo Moo. All right, hold on. Let's see. Did we hit our 16.5? Let's see. Oh, and we did. And that was thanks to Candle Papa in the chat. So thank you, Candle Papa. You know, we grind for our subscribers out here. You know, we actually work for those. Dragon says Sesame Street. Sesame Street. Imagine, bro. That's so funny. Let's see. Francisco, yay. Thank you for the popping off in the chat. I love that. Master of Coin AMC, much love to you too. Let's see who else is in here. One more sub in Randy Sings. How'd you know? Hi, Jody. Hi, Sin. Will someone do the honor of a sub? Yes, and we did. Candle Papa. We have Julio said rats in scurry mode. Yeah,
Hucksters,
someone's in scurry mode today.
Fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
You got to practice your y'all. Say it loud and proud. Y'all. 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 Oh, that's so funny. Hi, No. Freaking No. No makes me laugh. I can't look at the chat. Like, I look at the chat and I just see No's name and I just see, like, oh gosh, it's crazy. Y'all. He's so good. All right. I don't know. If you guys have any chart requests, I guess I could do some. Let's take a gander at what's going on here. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. A lot of people are talking about ApeCoin right now because someone wanted a crazy, wild proposal of like $2.1 million in Ape just to do some events, which is pretty unhinged, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, it's just crazy. So we also have ApeCoin that's like struggling, and who knows, like if they sell this, right, like sell 2.1 million, how is it going to affect the chartery? I don't know. But yeah, I'm definitely watching for ApeCoin to see if it moves. New Yorkers say y'all, but it comes out as y'all. Y'all. Yeah, it kind of does. Oh my gosh, Nash. Yeah, that's kind of right. Southern Randy accent. What's up, y'all? I don't know. I can't do the Southern accent. I'm gonna have to like hang around someone with the Southern accent for a little bit and see how it goes. Her vocal cords are the Chuck Norris of the music world. Oh freaking Julio. Oh freaking Julio. That's so funny, dude. Yeah. Need a twang. A twang. What's up, y'all? Twang. I don't know. But yeah, we grind on this channel. We work really hard. And I know you guys see that too. So I appreciate all the love and support and things that you guys give me, because listen, like, you know, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now, and we're not mixed up and not. We're focused. We're focused on everything that's just freaking fire in crypto. Can you recreate your thank you for me? Like the sound, like my super chat sound, or is that what you're asking me for? Let me know, Gary. I could do it tomorrow too. But yeah, like we're just focused. We're freaking getting after it. I'm just so excited about what's going on right now, especially on this channel, because we're just like grinding. We're on a road that's just so bright and freaking fluffy. Like this is what I hear in my head when I think of this channel. So I'm just so excited about everything that's going on here, because we're doing freaking things that matter. Like we're going to schools. We're doing things. I might be talking to another school virtually next week, which is really fun, another college. Mr. Yee with 5 member shipperies. Shout out to the member shippery. Make sure you guys use those emojis. Give me a sheesh emoji. But yeah, like freaking fire stuff going on. Like, I'm so happy. Gary said, oh, that's on. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Was that good? Let me know if that was good. Too cool for school. Yeah, like, listen, we don't go to colleges. We speak at colleges. But again, I'm thankful to be able to do that, and that, you know, professors hit me up and say, hey, like, why don't you come and talk to my class? So, like, that to me is just freaking amazing. And things that I think we need to do in this space, because we can't always be keyboard warriors. We need to be out there doing things, on boots on the ground, spreading adoption, being able to educate people about what's going on here, because there's a lot of things that people do not know, even students. Like, we need to be able to reach as many people as they can. Me going to college, would I go to college personally? No. But am I going to go to a college and educate whoever I can that wants to go to college and be educated in that classroom? Abso-freaking-lutely. Any opportunity that I get to infiltrate, anytime I get a chance to go and educate, I will always do that. Any opportunity, I don't care where it is, what I'm doing, as long as that information gets out there, that's what my goal is. Interviewing people, the same thing. I don't care who it is that I'm interviewing. If it's someone that is important in one way or another, controversial or not, I'm going to interview them, because you need to be able to get that information. You need to be able to get these connections and be able to change the world. You don't do that by just sitting around and doing nothing. And we're in this chat liking, we're sharing, we're commenting, and all of this helps my mission to spread adoption, to hashtag GTFO NYC. All of this matters. Thank you, Ninja, for gifting 1 membership to Gary. Oh, and Gary got his sound. That's good. Okay, that's good. Thank you. We're here to make a change. We're here to spread adoption. We're here to spread love, zest, all of these things. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the show today. I know it was like a lot of crazy information. I know that like we went into rants on rants on rants with Nigeria, the BIS, the CFTC, Gary Gensler, all these crazy people that are in this world. Also, thank you so much for hitting that 16.5. We're really grinding for every subscriber that we have out here, really. Oh, but Ninja, another one.
So pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Thank you. Let's see. Wait, hold on. I saw a comment. Where did that go? Let's see. Oh, I need to do a video with Randy and, Max Kaiser. Listen, Max, if he wants to talk to me, you know, that's cool, but, I don't know. Bitcoin Maxis, I don't like that my name was missteencrypto. It's not missteenbitcoin. Oh my gosh, if I changed my name to missteenbitcoin, all these things would happen. Oh yeah, sure. You know, this is why you stick in your convictions as well, because when it came down to like, you know, all of these things that people wanted me to do, I don't listen. You know, you take advice, but you don't got to listen to everyone, because everyone thinks they know what's best for you. All right, I got for Kevin. Kevin wants me to talk about some render, so I will talk about it because he just is so loving in things. Really quick for Kevin, $10.53, up 5.89%. Green dot, that shot felt momentum. VWAP is down sharply. Money flow is meh. Also, the RSI's converged and also started to wee. Nice really push over that neutral, going bullish. It's actually approaching overbought at like a rapid pace, which tells me that you could hit overbought and cool off, but you could just zoomy. So based off of what I'm seeing here is that we really bounced off that like 728, 740, blasted right through, what was this, 890. And the next level to watch was at $10.31, so we're at $10.53 now. Ideally, you want to hold that, and bullishly, like, you're looking at the selling pressure at $11.23, and then you have all-time highs. So this is price discovery, so I can't tell you much other than if things keep going your way, money flow comes in, and like the market just overall has a pimp, you could have chances of hitting that resistance there at around like 1130-ish. But again, like, I don't have a crystal ball, Kevin. I can't freaking tell you, but these are the levels I'll tell you to watch for sure. I got you, Kevin. Kevin, you're just freaking amazing. He said he appreciates my zest. You're freaking zesty. I played a sound for you. Oh, hello, Alex So Crypto. Alex is gonna have a little baby soon, and I can't wait to see pictures. Oh, I can't wait. Alex is gonna be a papa otter with mama otter. I'm so excited for you, man. I'm so excited for you. Everyone, please give all the love in the world. 100 emojis everywhere for Alex. What is going on outside? I swear, guys, I cannot wait to move if possible, because this stuff that goes on outside my window is so annoying. And it always happens right when I'm live or doing a video. It's, ugh. Kevin, with the little good morning monkey. That was so cute. I love that. Wow, you guys are beautiful in the chat. I freaking love this. Thank you guys so much. Jordan said it's the Otter Gang. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Oh, Tony Soprano's in the chat now. Hello. Oh, No G wants his potatoes. I got you. No, come on.
A potato flew around my room before you came. Excuse?
Yeah, that was freaking boing. Boing. Shout out to everyone on X. We have over 1,400 people watching over there. Shout out to you guys. Yes, there is an otter pup on the way. I'm so excited for Alex, man. And yes, we are pamping. Thank you guys so much for the 16,500 subscribers today. Grinding away. I'm so freaking pumped. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so freaking much. Like, again, yes, Cancel Papa said it right. We're one big family. I freaking love, like, just everybody in this chat that supports us. Like, it's just absolutely wild. And, like, this is, like, that's why I say we're always a Zesty fam. Like, it's a family. All of us are here for each other. We're so freaking close. Like, I don't think there's any community that's like this one in any which way or form. Like, we all talk with one another. We're always in Discord. We're always in Telegram, and just, like, conversing, being there personally, like, professional, whatever it is. So thank you guys so freaking much for being here for me. Son of KB said, which country banned crypto this morning? You could rewind the show to get the full scoop, but basically Nigeria wants to ban peer-to-peer crypto trading, which is absolutely freaking laughable. Julio said, we're here for the chart vertically. It's freaking funny. You're funny, Julio. But yeah, like, you guys are freaking ridiculous. And I appreciate you guys. So please join the Discord. Please join the Telegram. I need a piano Maddie B thing. Yeah, listen, guys, you need a sound check. Sound check. Baby, it's a sound check. I'm gonna check this sweet mic. Why don't you check yours too? But yeah, guys, if you guys wanna see all the craziness that happened with Nigeria, all the news that we reported today, because it was really good and intense news, please make sure you rewind, smash the like, subscribe. Hold on.
Oh, baby. Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video? Bing bong.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. If you have not yet, please smash the like, subscribe, share the stream out with friends. Please make sure people know about what's going on here. And I appreciate every single one of you. Son of KB, please go on YouTube, or after this ends, watch the replay on X, and I got you. Also, there will be timestamps labeled as to what happened where on the video later today. So watch out for that too. Thank you guys so much. I freaking appreciate every single one of you. Like, subscribe, share this video with someone you think might like it too. Have an amazing day. Much love. See you later. Stay zesty. Peace.